So you finally decided to get a Tesla. You want to be one of the cool kids. I totally understand, but you don't want to spend $100,000 on a brand new Tesla. I totally understand. And this is what we're going to talk about. I'm going to tell you exactly how you can get a good deal on a used or pre-owned Tesla today, now in 2020, because things have changed. And one thing I gotta warn you about is that the buying a Tesla is very different than buying any other car, because unlike any other car, Tesla change their hardware and software as often as every 3 to 6 months. It's kind of like buying a cell phone, a used cell phone. If you're gonna get something that's even a year or 2 years old, you're definitely not gonna get all the bells and whistles and fingerprints and face unlock and whatever millennials use to unlock their phones. You're just not gonna get that. You're paying half of the price or a third of the price, but don't count on all the bells and whistles. So same goes for Teslas. Now, one thing that you are going to get a big benefit out of is the fact that, well, two things. One is that back in the day when people were buying those Teslas that you're going to be looking through, they won, especially here in the United States, got a $7,500 tax credit, which now is gone. When you're buying a brand new Tesla in the US, you're no longer getting the $7,500 off. And on top of that, in a lot of states, they got another incentive, $2,500 up to $5,000 if you live in states like Colorado and so forth. So whoever bought that car you're going to be buying, it already got all of that discount. So therefore, that car was originally cheaper, where nowadays it wouldn't be. Also, the starting price of the Tesla used to be way less than it is right now, by over $10,000. So no matter what, you're going to be getting a much better deal on the used Tesla than you would be getting on the equivalent gas car or any other car. So right away, you're getting a deal no matter what. Now, by the way, if you're interested in what the latest Teslas look like, sound like, and act like, and just really anything about the electric cars of 2020 and the future, you came to the right place. That's where we talk about every day. So don't forget to hit on that subscribe button. And if you already have, then the bell notification icon, so you don't miss anything moving forward. All right, so out of all Teslas, which one should you get? Now, Model 3 just hasn't been around for enough time to really be able to, you won't be able to get anything at a great discount. It's just been only, a few years, and people who own them absolutely love them. They're just not willing to give them up that easily or for a big discount. You won't be able to find too many of them on the Tesla website, on Craigslist. So that's kind of out of the question. Now, there's also Model X, but as you remember, that they weren't producing these cars until about 3 years into producing the Model S. So there are not as many of them that are, 5 or 6 years old. And on top of that, also that car was always much more expensive. And people who buy them also hold on to them. There are less of them out there. So you won't be able to get anything under really $50,000. But here in this video, I want to talk about cars that are anywhere from, less than $40,000, less than even $30,000. That's the kind of budget I'm going for here. Now, so what do I recommend? I recommend that you look for the Tesla Model S, and specifically for the 60 or 70 kilowatt hour models. What does it mean? That's the size of the battery. That's basically how big the battery of the car is, and therefore how far it's going to go. Yes, most of them will have a bit of a degradation, so maybe they're not at 100% capacity. They're probably lost 10 or maybe 15% of their capacity, which is still pretty good. And don't forget, all these cars have at least an 8-year warranty. Some of them had unlimited mile warranty, so definitely check into that. But that's important to know. So the mileage on those cars, even in the most, in a 60 kilowatt hour, it will still probably be 160, 170 actual miles, which is more than plenty. I mean, if you drive more than that on average per day, maybe that's not the car, but 99% of you, that will be more than enough. And of course, don't forget, the Supercharger Network right now is they're everywhere. On top of that, don't forget that most of these models that you're going to be going through 2012, 2013, 2014, that's probably the years that you're going to be going through. They have free unlimited supercharging. Exactly, it's not something that you can get right now, even when you buy a used Tesla, a brand new Tesla, as if you're buying this used Tesla, because the free unlimited supercharging that we're selling in the beginning is transferable, and after that they started making them only first owner only, and now you just don't get free supercharging. So those cars are very rare in terms of you as a second, third, or fourth owner, or whatever, will still get that big benefit. All right. Now, by the way, you know, my very first Tesla was 2012, and I got to tell you, just remember, you know, when they were making them the first, they were really making them out of cardboard, Lego pieces, and hugs. I mean, those cars just were, they were not put together very well. 2013, better, but, you know, so 2014, I would shoot for 2014, but I got to tell you, you'll probably end up with 2013, and therefore it's very important to go through what has been done, what has been replaced. For example, if a motor has been replaced, it's actually a good thing. That means that the motor is of a newer model and probably would not have an issue. Again, don't forget the powertrain and battery still has a much longer warranty than the warranty for the entire car. But again, it's important to check on that. All right. So where do I recommend you go to actually find these cars? All right, so let's get going with that. Before that, of course, a quick reminder that this video and this channel is sponsored by Byte, and check out their all-electric SUV called Byte. Coming to the US, coming to Europe, only $0 down. If you want to reserve one, it takes about a minute of your time. So join myself and tens of thousands of other people who are already on the reservation list by using the link in the description of this video. So go reserve your Byte today and just wait, just like me. All right. So first place where I would go is Craigslist. It's not just for staying couches, free kittens, and kidnapping anymore. You can buy a car. People have to pay to post their cars for sale on Craigslist. So it's not a bad source to buy at all. Most of the time it's the actual owners are selling it, so therefore they're going to be knowledgeable about the cars that they have. You can meet the owner and see, was this, you know, if it's an, you know, old grandma who's been driving this Tesla, this is probably in a good condition, wasn't floored or anything like that. But if it's, you know, 25-year-old kid, well, you know, that car's probably been used and abused a little bit more than the one that grandma died. So I'm just saying that, you know, meeting the actual owner of the car does give you a good idea of how it was taken care of. And it goes not for just Tesla owners, for really any car that you buy from a third party. All right, so here's one of the Craigslist deals, and so let me blow it up here. As you can see, it is a 2013 model. It's a 60 kilowatt hour. As you can see, it's got 90,000 miles, so I mean, it's up there, but at the same time, you know, it's not that much for an electric car. Electric cars can go way further and survive way longer than gas cars. Now you can notice that the VIN number is 3955. Now I know they made about 3,000 of them in 2012. I know because I was one of the first owners. So this car was probably made in January 2013. So, you know, make decisions based on that. But at the same time, look, it's $30,500. You know, you probably, I'm going to assume, can talk this person down to maybe 28, 27. So you end up with a pretty decent shaped Tesla, you know, with that big screen and everything that comes with it. No, it's not going to have an autopilot. It's not going to have the games and other stuff, but it's going to be very good electric car. As a matter of fact, very good car for the price of what? Honda Accord. I think that's a really good deal. Now, another place where you can go and check the used Teslas out is, of course, Auto Trader. And a lot of times, like here's one that is being sold by a dealer. Now, be a little careful about dealers because very rarely they know anything about Teslas. So you kind of have to do your own research. As a matter of fact, as you can see, they didn't even put the battery size here. I am going to guess, I'm going to be very educated guess that it's a 60 kilowatt hour battery, and this is 2013. It's got about 78,000 miles, so not bad. As you can see, under 32,000. Probably can talk them down to about 30. Really good buy, right? And as always, go do the Carfax, go, dig into the history and make sure you do your homework, just like with any other car. Look at how many actual miles when a full battery charge it actually has left. That way you know what the degradation is. And you can post and ask questions on Facebook groups like mine. I have a Tesla Model S owners group. You can join and ask questions about what to expect, what to look for, and everything. So definitely get some guidance from the current Model S owners. Everyone's really happy to help you. All right, now this, when you're buying from the third party, yes, most likely you're going to get free supercharging for life. That's a perk. But what you're not going to get is a warranty, unless the original owner bought a warranty up to 100,000 miles, which should be transferable. Most of the time, it's probably not. So how do you get an actual warranty from Tesla when buying a used Tesla? Well, the answer is Tesla.com. When they put out cars on their website, they usually give you a warranty up to 100,000 miles. Again, please make sure to check on all the terms and conditions, because they do change from time to time. A lot of times, and this is a warning for those of you looking for free supercharging, even if the original sale was a sale where they promised the free supercharging for life, when they take it back, a lot of times they strip that privilege off of that car, and that car does no longer have the free supercharging. So if you were going to supercharge a lot and that's where you were going to save money, or you just travel a lot in this car, just know you'll have to pay for your travel, where if you're buying it from a private party, it would be free. Something to think about. Now, the prices obviously on Tesla.com are a little bit higher than you will find on Craigslist, but it comes with that warranty. Now, let's look. Some of the prices are very decent. Again, I'm recommending you get 60 or 70 kilowatt hour battery. Here's one. This is a 2015 model, and it only has 25,000 miles. That will give you about, what, 200, a little over 200 a mile range, even with a little bit of a degraded battery. But look, this is a $43,000 car. That is a good deal. That is a not bad deal at all. As a matter of fact, if this car was maybe a few months older, the front of this car could have been one of the newer versions, because this is a older version with a cone. A lot of people like this look over the latest look, but I'm just saying that you can get 2015 60 or 70 kilowatt hour battery at a decent price with a refreshed look. Those are rare, but if you check Tesla.com relatively regularly, I do it every day, you can find something really really awesome. Okay, here's another one. This is a 2014. It's got only 22,000 miles on the odometer. It's a 60 kilowatt hour battery, and this is about $41,000, which I consider to be a good deal. Another one I found, this was back in the day. They rarely have these awesome deals, but look, this was under $30,000, only 72,000 miles. It's a 60 kilowatt hour 2013. Again, this deals, if you ever see a deal like this and you're ready to buy, oh my god, this, you want to jump on this. When I posted this on Instagram, I think I got like 200,000 views, just views of this deal. So they're rare, but I'm just saying they're possible, and especially if buying it from a private party, this is pretty, that's possible. So just to summarize here, look for 60 or 70 kilowatt hour battery, because it's still, even with 10 or 15% degradation of the battery, you still get a really good mileage that will be more than enough for you to drive every day. And even from one supercharger location to another, you'll probably get free supercharging, so it's all going to be free. 30 to 40,000 is what you're probably going to spend, which again I think is an amazing deal, because you're getting all this tax credits already built in, and just overall lower starting price. Let me know in the comment section if you have any other questions. I make these videos regularly. I update them. This one is for 2020. But if you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer them. By the way, I want to thank one of my newer Patreons, John. Thank you so much for joining my Patreon community. This is the only way you can have early access to these videos. As a matter of fact, as early as I do, because I do this live and you get to watch me live. You also get to contribute to this channel. This is how I'm able to do this every day, go on different locations, bring you news from the actual where they're happening, car shows and media events. So my Patreons and my sponsors is how I'm able to make a living on it. So I really appreciate it. Go to the description of this video and become a Patreon if you'd like to support this channel. If you're watching me on YouTube, don't forget to click on the subscribe button. And if you already have, I appreciate it, but there's more work to be done. Boom, click the bell notification icon so you don't miss anything moving forward. All right, thanks so much for watching my video. I'm looking forward to your comments. Other than that, I'll see you guys next time, and remember to stay charged.